Without any introductions, just like the video, and let's go back to the era before VAR technology. During the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, the tournament was very close, and the court surfaces were very poor. In the round of 16, they faced the English and German teams. Both teams were strong, and it was a very good match. Germany advanced 1-0 after a wonderful pass from goalkeeper Malu Neuer. Klose received it and scored the first goal for the German team from a clear standalone goal. Germany then scored the second goal through Podolski, giving Germany a 2-0 lead. Germany is not coming to play, but rather coming to destroy England. But the time came for the Englishmen to respond, as a free kick was executed, and Matt Obson flew in the air and scored with his head into the net. And only 30 seconds after the goal, a dangerous attack from England came, and a shot was fired from outside the penalty area by Lampard. The goal line was crossed, and the players celebrated the goal. Yes, the ball crossed the goal line quite clearly, but Uruguayan referee Jorge Arendari did not count it. And although the goal was clear in front of the cameras, Jorge Rionda did not have VAR technology, so the referee prevented England from returning to the match in the first half. Everything could have changed after the confidence of the English players rose to the highest levels, after returning from 2-0 to 2-2, but not awarding the goal-killed and frustrated players. Therefore, the German players spread out on the field and scored the third and fourth goals through Thomas Müller, and England lost in the quarterfinals. But the arbitration injustice that occurred in 2010 brought to mind exactly what happened in the 1966 Cup final between West Germany and England. Regular time ended after 90 minutes with the score tied 2-2, and in the 101st minute, the English player Alan Ball passed the ball to Jake Hurst. The English scorer received the ball and shot. The ball hit the crossbar but did not cross the goal line. But Swiss referee Gottfried Dienst went to the assistant referee and asked him whether the ball crossed the goal line or not. However, the assistant referee was a Soviet citizen named Tofik Bayramov from the country of Azerbaijan, which suffered the scourges of World War II at the hands of the Germans. This referee wanted revenge in his own way and told the referee that the ball crossed the goal line, so the referee awarded the goal, after which England scored the fourth goal and was crowned World Cup champion for the only time in history. This means that England won the World Cup in 1966 due to an arbitration error and was eliminated from the World Cup in 2010 due to an arbitration error as well. In the same 2010 World Cup, the French team would not have participated in this tournament had it not been for refereeing errors, because the French team played an elimination match in the qualifiers against the Republic of Ireland, back and forth. France won the first leg 1-0 with a goal scored by Nikola Alenka, but in the second leg, Ireland led France 1-0 with a goal scored by legendary player Robbie Keane in the 38th minute. The match ended in a 1-1 draw, and in the 103rd minute, something unexpected happened. One of the biggest scandals in the history of football, after the French team got a free kick carried out by Florent Malouda. With a long pass that passed over everyone, then Thierry Henry stopped the ball with his hand and then passed it to William Gallas, and Gallas scored the winning goal. The Irish players went crazy and protested against the referee, but he awarded the goal. But the punishment was not long in coming, as the French national team was eliminated from the group stage after the players rebelled against the coach, as they refused to come to training. And this was considered the worst participation of the French team in the World Cup. We are still in the World Cup tournament, during the match between Argentina and England in the quarterfinals of the World Cup in 1986 at the Azteca Stadium in the presence of more than 100,000 spectators. In the 51st minute, an incorrect clearance of the ball from the English defender towards goalkeeper Peter Shilton. Then Maradona, who is 1.65 feet tall, jumped in front of the giant Peter Shilton and shot the ball with his left hand and scored the second goal, and Tunisian referee Ali Benacher awarded the goal. Had it not been for this goal, the match might have ended in a draw, 1-1 instead of 2-1. But it was Argentina who qualified and won the tournament after that, and this is considered the most famous shot in the history of the World Cup. Well, since we're talking about handballs, let's go to the 2002 World Cup in South Korea and start with the quarterfinals, Germany and America, after Michael Blake scored the lead goal for Germany in the 39th minute. Immediately after that, a corner kick came for the American team. The player Connor Casey shot the ball into the air, goalkeeper Oliver Kahn unable to catch the ball, but the German defender took the ball out of the goal with his hand, and the referee did not award a penalty kick. Then the match ended with Germany winning. In the same 2002 World Cup, the match between Italy and South Korea in the round of 16 was one of the strangest refereeing matches in that tournament. Italy took a 1-0 lead with a header from Christian Vieri. after which there was a very clear penalty kick in favor of the Italian team after the South Korean defender. The attacker deliberately hit Del Piero in the face, but Ecuadorian referee Byron Moreno did not notice that. South Korea equalized in the final minutes of the match, and during extra time, a second clear penalty kick came in favor of Italy after a violent intervention by the Korean defender on Totti inside the penalty area. What do you think the referee did then? He sent Totti off under the pretext of exaggerated opposition. Then South Korea scored the fatal goal in the 117th minute through Jung Hwan An and qualified for the quarterfinals against Spain and won over Spain on penalties as well. This match also witnessed many refereeing errors, as Egyptian referee Gamal Al-Gandour canceled a valid goal for the Spanish team. Here we will lower the curtain on the national teams and open the ranks of the clubs. And the beginning will be with the greatest achievement achieved by coach Joseph Mourinho, winning the Champions League in 2002 with Porto. But if VAR technology had been present at that time, Porto would not have won the title. In the round of 16, Porto faced Manchester United, and during the return match at the Dragão Stadium, Porto won 2-1. In the return match at Old Trafford, Paul Scholes scored the goal to put United ahead with a header. And according to the rule of away goal advantage, United are considered qualified, but Porto scored a goal in the last minutes of the match. The equalizer was scored by Costinha, and immediately afterwards, United returned and scored the lead goal again by Via Scholes. But the referee had a different opinion, and the goal was not counted under the pretext of offside, even though the goal was 100% correct. This meant that Paul Scholes was about to change Mourinho's coaching career. And now we will discuss Arsenal's greatest achievement, winning the league without any defeat. If VAR technology had been in place, of course, Arsenal would have won the title, but not without any defeat. Because during the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth, the legend Teddy Sheringham scored the goal to put Bournemouth ahead, and Arsenal returned to the match with an incorrect penalty kick, as the French striker Ruben Perez received the ball inside the penalty area and fell without anyone touching him. The referee awarded it a penalty kick in favor of Arsenal to the astonishment of the Bournemouth coach, and the match ended with a score of 1-1. We are still in the Premier League. Do you remember the most important goal in the history of Manchester City? After City tied 2-2 against Queen's Park Rangers, and in the 90th minute, Aguero scored the winning goal, clinching the title for Manchester City for the first time in the club's history. If the VAR technology had been in place at the time, this goal would have been an ordinary goal like other goals, because Manchester City this season was equal to Manchester United in points and won the title on goal difference only. It means Manchester United only needed 1 point to win a title, and if the VAR had been in place, United would have gotten it. During Manchester United's match against the Wigan Athletic in the same season, United was trailing 1-0, and in the 71st minute, Phil Jones raised the ball inside the penalty area, so the Wigan defender stopped the ball with his hand. But the referee awarded a corner kick, and immediately after that, the same defender stopped the ball with his hand inside the penalty area again. But the referee did not award anything, and the match ended in a loss for United. Well, give me the champions now. In the 2018 Champions League, when Real Madrid won the tournament at the expense of Liverpool, the VAR technology was not adopted. And in the quarter-final match between Liverpool and Manchester City in the first leg at Anfield, Liverpool won by 3 goals. So far, there's no problem. But in the return match at Al Ittihad Stadium, the problem occurred. The first half, City scored the first goal through Gabriel Jesus. Then Bernardo Silva shot a strong ball that hit Milnar's hand inside the penalty area. But the referee did not count anything and called for a play to be completed. Then a cross came from Manchester City inside the penalty area, hitting the hand of Liverpool's fullback Anderson, and once again the referee did not count anything and demanded that the match continue. During this match, Manchester City was in control and did everything, and had it not been for these refereeing errors, City would have equalized the score. We will go back another year to the 2017 Champions League and remember the quarterfinal match between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The first leg at the Allianz Arena ended with a score of 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. In the return match at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, the first half passed without any goals, and in the second half, the action began, as Bayern Munich scored the equalizer from a penalty kick, and in the 76th minute, Ronaldo scored the lead goal. And 2 minutes later, Bayern Munich scored the second, making the score 3-3. Everything has been fine so far. In the 104th minute of extra time, Ronaldo scored the lead goal, but the goal was incorrect. Ronaldo was 100% offside. In the 109th minute, Marcelo received the ball from half the field and ran with it to the penalty area and passed the ball to Ronaldo so that Ronaldo could get the hat trick. And this goal is incorrect as well. Ronaldo was offside again, but referee Victor Gomez did not notice that. After that, Asensio scored the fourth goal, and Real Madrid qualified 6-3 in both matches. Now we will go back to the 2008-09 Champions League semi-final match between Barcelona and Chelsea, with the second leg at Stamford Bridge. In the first half, Chelsea took the lead with a wonderful goal from Michael Essien. Then in the 26th minute, a violent challenge on Drogba inside the penalty area. The referee did not count anything. In the 81st minute, there was a crystal-clear penalty kick after the ball hit Piqué's hand inside the penalty area, but the referee did not count anything again. Immediately afterward, Andres Iniesta scored the equalizer, and according to the away goal preference, Barcelona is considered qualified so far. In the final moments of the match, there was a 100% correct penalty kick for Chelsea after the ball hit Eto'o's hand, but the referee for the third time did not award anything, which made Michael Ballack lose his nerve and almost hit that referee. The match ended in a 1-1 draw, and Barcelona qualified on away goals. And here we are done. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to leave us your opinion in the comments about these arbitration errors in an impartial manner.